Alright, we are back from our break. And, Braxon, you, wanted to do something?
Braxon's gonna head over to the Shipwrights Guild, see if he owes them any money.
I don't believe you owe them any money.
Right. So he pays as he goes along or something.
Yeah, I mean, since you don't have like a fixed business, you kind of pay, as you are working them. But since you haven't been on Brawl for a year, you haven't really been working with them, so
Okay.
it's more of a monthly due as long as monthly dues as long as you are working.
Would he?
And working on your own ship, you don't need to be a member of the
Yeah.
guild for that.
Well, he's gonna need to buy some bits because our ship's been damaged at some point.
Yeah.
Hasn't got a list yet. But I was wondering if you could check in and see if there's other ships that have been attacked that they've repaired, where we might be able to see if people will offer us a reward for chasing after anyone that's attacked them.
Well, you probably would have a list even if you as the player don't. So you go in and put an order in for the stuff that you need, and we can figure out later how much that's going to cost.
Okay.
And then asking around for, ships that have been damaged and stuff like that. You do hear some stories. None of the merchants themselves are, offering any rewards.
Yeah.
Because they would only do so if you could recover cargo that they lost, and that's kind of not on the agenda right now. But you do get referrals to the Pragmatic Order of Thought and the Company of Chalice. Some people at the guild say something along the lines of, I think they've got some bounties out if you're looking to cash in on going after some of the pirates.
Okay. Braxton thanks him and doesn't tell him we've already got that list.
Yep.
It's always good to check, see if you can get paid twice for the same job.
Yep.
The other thing is Braxton's been a bit bothered lately about bad luck we've had with crew dying.
Okay.
And I think he's been a bit flippant about his religion. So he wants to go over to the pragmatic... no, it's not the pragmatic thought. It's the Church of Ptah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's 79. Yep. Temple of Ptah. 79 up there.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So you make your way there. It is a walled compound. You head in and are greeted by one of the acolytes who says, "Yes, how can the Church of Ptah help you today?"
I've not been here for some time. This is my family's religion, but I'm not overly religious. But the people working with me have been a bit unlucky for recent times, and I was wondering if there's anything I can do that will put me on better terms with our God.
Ah, yes. Well, reconnecting yourself to the Creator will certainly help you in that regard. Do you wish to pray? I mean, donations to the church will also always go a long way towards reconnecting yourself. Meditation,
maybe
if you would like some assistance in proper rituals and things like that, we are always willing to help out.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you want to like do some prayers with him and meditation stuff like that?
Yeah, let's I don't know what sort of donation would be good.
I mean, it's a donation, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
Give him money.
Yeah. I don't know how much money I've got. Let's
I mean, just make a number and
yeah. Let's do 1,000 gold pieces, I suppose.
1,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more than most people make in like their entire lives.
So you donate 1,000, and the acolyte, his eyes widen, and he says, "Oh my, yes. I mean, with such a generous donation, I'm sure Ta will look kindly upon all of your endeavors for the near future. Please do not hesitate to keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and stop by regularly."
Yeah,
Creator
we
would
had
be
a couple of fights.
very
and,
appreciative.
A lot of people got killed.
In fact, I do think that some of my superiors would be most willing to come and thank you as well. You get a bit of a round of thanks from like 3 or 4 higher-ranking priests who praise your generosity and thank you for your for the donation.
Yeah, Braxon sort of shuffles about a bit, looks a bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
Is there anything like a shrine I could buy for luck or something?
Oh well, yes. I mean, with a donation of this kind, I mean, we can certainly give you a little altar at which you can pray on your ship. They give you a small, open-faced wooden box that has Ta's hand symbol in it, and they say, "Now, always set this up so that the interior of the box is in shade and the sunlight is not striking it. And make your daily prayers to him. He will hear them even in the phlogiston."
Okay, I'll try to remember.
Really?
So that you've got that. I mean, it's all wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can put that in your cabin. They just give it to you.
So what's that? A shrine?
I mean, it's kind of it's basically it's an icon, but not the icon that would get you spell levels.
A non-magical one.
It's sanctified, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
'Cause
sanctified.
it comes from the church.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have.
It doesn't
any
need to
inherent,
be magical.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Yeah,
any inherent
it doesn't
powers.
need to fulfill the purposes of what an Lafdul's got, so...
Yeah, I wanted to. I mean, because an icon
Okay.
is
So
a
Braxon thanks them.
actual religious thing. So. Oh, OBS is disconnected. Let's see if it reconnects. Hold on. I'm not seeing any issues with my internet, and you guys can all hear me, right? I'm not breaking up or anything? You stopped hearing me. Alright, looks like I might be having internet issues. Alright, sorry about the interruption. I should be seeing the stream back again. I had some brief technical difficulties, but I think those have been resolved for various definitions of resolved. So I'm going to have to stitch this back together afterwards to get one full video out of this, but that's fine.
I hope you got a good needle and thread.
Yeah, well, there's a sewing machine in the house, so that's fine.
Hmm.
Alright, so, I think I got the stuff that Braxon did before everything started crapping out. It looks like it took my my stopping of the video before OBS decided to crash. And I believe everything is working. Let me just do a test roll. Yeah, you guys all saw that, right?
Footage?
You guys all saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I could
yeah,
see it on
sure.
Twitch.
Okay.
I've paused Twitch, but I could see it.
All right, that's good. We are back. All right, so Braxon, what was the last thing that you heard me say?
You was giving me a little icon
The
thing.
shrine.
I was getting clarification of what exactly.
Yeah,
it
and I
was.
was filling it in because you said nothing. I was like, that's a bit odd. Old hasn't interrupted me.
Okay. Yeah, so it's I mean, it's an icon, but not the icon like Lafdul has.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
it's a non-magical icon.
Yeah, it's just a small
It's
religious
sanctified still, though.
object. Yes, it is. It is sanctified.
Oh right.
That's why
Does
you
that
have to
mean-
keep it in the shade.
Does that mean Braxton's bedroom would count as holy ground?
Well, no, but you have to keep it in shade because that's the
Religious.
that's what you do as a religious portion.
It is.
Is it
Oh,
finding
maybe-
the way in the dark or something?
No, it needs to
maybe
be
Braxton
in
needs-
shadow, not in darkness.
Oh.
Right.
So no direct light shining on it.
Oh, no continual lights in there.
No, there can be continual lights. It just means that, like, if the continual light is in the center of the room, then you have to have the icon facing away from it, and you have to face at it
Oh,
when
yeah,
you're
so-
praying. So
Yeah.
the interior of this box is entirely in shadow.
Oh right, because Braxton will have distributed those broken sword lights around the.
Yeah, I mean, it's
people
up to you
with
how
wings.
you position it in the room. It's just that for religious purposes, it's supposed to be in shadow.
Right. Okay.
All right. Was there anything else that you wanted to do afterwards?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
So, Lafdul, you are returning to the group.
Yeah, as I was returning to the group, I think Higgimus wanted to make a suggestion, and I was going to interject on that suggestion.
Okay, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is I would tell everybody, as a celebration for all of us surviving the last adventure, I would invite everybody out to a feast at one of the. Where was the last place we went to? Tavern that we went to last time to have a big feast.
I honestly don't remember.
Okay. To a tavern or
You
restaurant.
could
to have
go
a
to
big
that
feast.
place in Shelltown.
Lafdul would pipe up here and say, "Oh, could we go to the half and hang on, wait, the green? God, hang on, I haven't got my sheet up.
Green Galley.
Yeah, the Green Galley, because there's something that I want to discuss with you. It might be like a job, but it's more about the disappearing people. One of my friends has disappeared recently, so I'm investigating that. But it might be linked to the whole disappearing of people in general.
Is
Uh,
it?
We're meaning to look to see if there's any rewards.
Then we'll have to look into it.
Is
Well-
it connected to the Green Galley?
Yeah. Well, one of my friends has disappeared, and one of the people that was investigating his disappearance disappeared there. That's not exactly true, but hang on.
So hang on,
Not
are we going somewhere dangerous or somewhere safe?
No, it's not dangerous. He's all right.
Well, I
hang
was
on,
gonna
let me-
recommend-
I'm fine. I'm fine with having the feast there, but as long as the rest of
Well,
you
I was gonna
don't mind
recommend-
the choice of food that's available there, that
It's all
they don't serve
vegetarian.
meat.
What can we eat there?
It's a vegetarian place. Is that fine with everyone?
Yeah.
Well,
Brax has eaten plenty of vegetables back when he didn't have the money to buy meat.
I'm not really a fan of vegetarian food, but I guess I'll give it a shot.
We don't have to
I
have
mean,
our.
There's
feast there.
also
We d-
things like apple pies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got some really nice.
I mean, it's just that there's
I
no
was gonna
meat.
recommend the Rampant Lion. I have a relative that works there. So I can definitely say it's got great food.
Well, we don't have to have. We can go there afterwards to investigate. If that's what you want. This is just a celebration thing,
Yeah.
and then we can talk about
I
what
just-
we want to do.
It would be the reason why I suggested this place is because Sorry, I mis-explained. A friend of a friend's disappeared, and my friend, who was investigating that friend who disappeared, is his friend.
Do these
What
guys have
disappeared?
names?
Can you give us names?
Or do we keep on talking about friends of friends? And what
Let
about
me
the friend of
We
the
keep
friend of the
saying-
friend?
My friend Rorif, who I have hired out previously, remember that when we have to stalk that Shell Mage, that undead person? He was my
one
friend
of
that disappeared.
Those friends?
What
Yeah.
do you mean one of those friends? He was just a friend. It's just better at hiding than me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, we
I
found...
got this heavy armor. It doesn't help me hide.
Look, we went looking for some murderers before, and we managed to get a reward out of it. So I'm up for anything like this. The only thing that concerns me is: are we going somewhere where we can talk about this openly, or are we going somewhere where there might be kidnappers or other dodgy people?
All right, we'll go to this the green. I forget the name of the restaurant.
Green Galley.
Green Galley.
The Green Galley. We can go there afterwards, but this is the feast I want to have for everybody. That's not so.
Oh, sorry. I know I'm interrupting you, but no, I've yet got again the information right. I'm looking at my notes now. I have this friend who's disappeared. He goes by the name of why that one? Antaxis. And his sister works at the Green Galley.
Right.
And basically, I was going to inquire to her while we're ordering food as to if she knows anything about why he's disappeared.
Does she have a
Okay.
name?
I don't know, actually. I never got the name. Did I get the name? No, I didn't write down the name. She just said old sister. No, we don't. I don't know her name, so I'm going to have to inquire about it. But, I mean,
Alright.
once I mentioned Antaxis, there's only so many female workers there.
Do you think
But
we
wait,
could
she's
He's got
speak?
working.
so many names, and his sister's name was missing.
She works at the Green Galley. She's a lady, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Do you think we can get a private room so we can talk to her if she comes to service?
Probably, yeah.
Well, sounds okay then. I just don't wanna
Higgimus,
go
you've been there a
somewhere
few
where-
times, haven't you? You would know if there's any private rooms.
There are private rooms.
Yeah, so we can get a private room there.
I'm just thinking if we're going to go somewhere that's dangerous, I'll be tooled up. And if we're going to go somewhere,
It's not
That's safe.
dangerous.
right? Okay.
Well, that sounds like work. So this feast I wanted to do was not work.
Yeah.
We can discuss it while we're at the feast. I'll set up a private room with what's the name of that place that you talked about, Ockar?
the place I talked about?
Yeah,
Roaring Lion, someone.
The Rampant Lion. It's a
Rampant Lion.
tavern near the North District area, near the Temple of Odin.
Okay, so I'll set up a like a private room there to have a feast, and then we could talk about exactly what we want to do. Because there's a bunch of things going on in this town, and it's probably going to be a while before we can get a new crew to take on a new mission anyway. Plus, we haven't gotten a job yet. But this is
Okay.
just a celebratory thing, and I will also invite our main NPCs, the ones with names.
All right.
Nora and the
Villariana and all that whatnot.
Ferric.
Fladra, sorry, and I forget his name.
Orgoth Shatterhammer, the stonemason. You can invite him as well.
No,
Oh,
I'm talking like crew type of thing.
Numerial.
Numerial, there we go. Numerial, and also my employee.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, this will just be a thing there, and we can talk about the happenings. Share all of our information that we've gotten so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've got some named Giff for you, bringing any of them.
Did any of them stay with us all?
No, they
They all
took their
left.
leave.
Okay.
They're like, we don't want to die. We're leaving.
All right, so there's your answer.
Their service contract ended.
Yep.
Some of their
some new
watch
ones.
has ended.
Oh.
Someone had to make that reference at some point.
Well,
Oh,
someone
no.
didn't have to. Someone chose to. All right, so you make your way to the Rampant Lion, get a private room. The food is great. Yeldan and his master are there as well, and at the same time, they inform you that they have booked a a berth out of Bral, heading back to realm space. It's due to leave the day after tomorrow, essentially.
I would
In the morning.
hand Yeldan a personal letter if he could, because I assume that Yeldan will be going to. Would he go directly into Evermeet, then out from Evermeet?
No,
Or would he go to a town?
He's going somewhere else. But he can get a letter.
I mean, yeah.
He can get a letter to Evermeet.
Yeah, if we send it to one of the temples, because I'm going to send it to my sister.
Yep.
Who is a member of Moonbow. I forgot her name. Is there any Moonbow?
I mean, he can
she's-
get the letter delivered.
Yeah, so it can be done through the priesthood or something as
Yeah.
well. Oh,
Yeah.
great.
I mean, there's connections between elven communities and Evermeet, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
All right, he agrees to deliver that letter, and you guys have a nice celebratory evening dinner. Share stories, good times, stuff like that. Say your goodbyes to Yeldan and his master, Alador Silvercloud.
Mm-hmm.
I want to discuss, all the things all the information we've come across so far, because I don't know if we've all kind of gone our separate ways to get information
I'm
about
gonna
stuff.
tell. So Higgimus, I got rid of that cursed shield and got that amulet destroyed.
Oh, what's wrong with the amulet?
It had necromantic powers where it would. You know how some undead can make you feel weaker, and you have to go to a
Braxon.
priest to get that fixed,
What happened?
or you have to wait
Braxon?
until you regain your strength naturally.
Yeah.
Apparently you can transfer that into another living being with the amulet. And that's what made it evil.
So could it be transferred back into the undead?
No, it only transfers into other living beings, and that's why it had the evil aura about it, but I had arranged with my church to have it destroyed.
Higgimus's ear tufts will twitch a little bit with that.
Yeah. I still have the fragments, but it's already gone.
Couldn't you have talked to the others about this first?
Well, it was
claimed
my
your own.
item, so I felt like
okay.
it was my job to figure out what to do with it. I couldn't
Well,
give it to any of you anyway. I'm not
Yeah.
allowed to.
He's entirely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was evil, needed to be destroyed. Just like when we
Just
found
Following his religion. We've all got
Oh.
our own quirks.
Hmm
we
Well,
found a
I mean,
life
that's
gem.
that was your item to deal with. So, well, it's unfortunate that you felt you needed to destroy it. So, but
I felt like
really?
I felt like its evil
You're slighting his
presence-
religion.
I felt the reason why I destroyed it was because I felt like that the potential for evil in it was too strong of a temptation to keep around.
So,
Okay.
Ockar, does this win us any favour with your god, destroying evil items?
It's possible, though. That's not part of the reason why I did it. I did it because I felt like it was right.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Well, part of the stuff we want to do is help people. So if getting rid of evil things helps people,
It certainly does help people in the long run.
maybe the gods will favour us better.
Hmm Hopefully.
all right. Well, I don't know if what everybody else here has heard, but there's been a lot of things going on. Lafdul's mentioned things with some of his friends being in bad situations and disappearing. I've heard
yeah.
similar things. Also, I've heard of some sort of monster that smells really bad that's attacked some Giff over in you said in the Shao area?
Yeah.
Shao Town?
Showtown.
And
It's not
shout
allowed to
down
use
there.
it.
And then this monster disappeared back down into the sewers. Was
No,
it?
no,
Didn't
no.
they
They
say
killed
it
it.
was Jason?
They killed it
Oh,
and
they
it was
killed it.
jettisoned.
And it was
Ah.
jettisoned. Oh, okay.
The corpse
Was
was
that an
jettisoned.
Yuck?
It was so you heard last week about it. It was a humanoid creature. Looked like it had flayed
Oh.
skin, bulging, bulbous eyes. It brought down a building in Showtown.
It brought down a building.
Yeah, and basically it just like burst out of this building right in front of some Giff, and they killed it.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's-
Makes me
So
sound like
unusual.
we could use some of those skilled Giff on our crew if they could take out something like that.
yeah, so there's been a bunch of people going missing.
Yeah.
Also, what I've heard is thieves guilds are being fighting over territory, I guess, and there's
That
also
isn't
been
good.
some. Yeah,
They
I
can
guess.
do some really underhanded things when they're having a turf war.
Yeah, there's been some things going on with that.
Lafdul twitches nervously.
And apparently somebody tried to assassinate somebody in the royal family.
Oh, that's
And,
especially not good.
yeah, so there's been a lot going on with that. And unfortunately, because of all these issues, I don't think I can currently get any more gift to replace what we to replace our crew right now.
Yeah.
So
So we'll
if we
have
do
to
get any missions, we probably wouldn't be able to recruit any GIF. But I haven't got any jobs yet, offers
That-
yet.
Well,
that
we'll have
lady
to
was,
recruit some human sailors then, or just normal sailors in general.
Yeah, if we need to. But right now, probably wouldn't need to since we don't have a job that's out in space.
that lady that was nearly assassinated was the prince's sister-in-law.
How did your looking in? Didn't you say that you were going to talk to some noble or something?
Oh, yeah, I talked to our dwarf friend. Both of them, both of the ones. The one that's Orgoth Shatterhammer, to talk to him about the work that we discussed about not upgrading, but doing work on the asteroid base.
Is it coming along well?
He's completed the preliminary work on the asteroid, but I put a down payment on the work that we talked about before that we wanted done. So he's going to get started on that with his company.
Okay.
And then I talked to. Oh my goodness! What was his
Arkan
name?
Noberduk.
Noberduk. Yeah. I talked to him about. It was more of a personal thing. I want to learn how to use Amantite. Am I saying that right, Old?
Adamantite.
Amantite.
Oh.
I want to learn how to work that. I have some ideas for a gun make, but I need to work with Amantite. So at some point in
Well-
time, we might need to go to Forge Space to meet with somebody.
Well, maybe I'll ask if I could learn alongside you, since I want to learn how to work with adamantine to work on armor.
Well, that'll be up to the dwarf.
Oh yes, of course, but I'll still ask.
Yeah. And see here, what else is I've heard so far? I think that's it. Does anybody else have anything? Any rumors of jobs or anything like that?
I went to the Shipwrights Guild
Yes.
when I was putting an order for the stuff we need to order, and I asked if there were people around that took damage to their ships to see if there might be some boards, but I just got directed back to the Pragmatic Order of Thought and the Company of the Chalice, and we already have that list. So I thanked him, but it looks like there's no extra work.
Oh, so there's
comes to
bounties
that.
for the ships, huh?
Yeah, there's bounties. Well, that's what we found out before yesterday. There's bounties for a number of pirate ships, and the Pragmatic Order of Thought and the Company of the Chalice have come together to offer the bounties jointly. And I think that's because there's some other stuff going on, and it's keeping the local navy busy. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, right. The elves said that they are organizing. So there's something going on with the goblins.
Yeah,
don't
well,
know
we
what.
did hear there's elven ships coming through the sphere. That was yesterday.
Well, unfortunately, we're not in the position to launch out to take advantage of the contracts that they have out.
I've got a lot of repairs to do anyway, so.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be some weeks. Let's see. It's gonna be some weeks before the ship's in fit state to leave.
All right. Well, I guess in the meantime, Lafdul, you said your friends need help.
Yeah, well, I guess we should help them out, and since we don't have anything more pressing to do, and it seems like they need it.
I came back to town to, well, catching up with friends and all that, and I heard that he'd gone missing, and he'd gone investigating someone else who'd also gone missing. So I'm trying to chase up why he's gone missing. I've got a few leads that might be linked to the disappearances in general. I mean, 3 different locations. He was investigating a few friends, not just one.
Do you think we might be able to get a reward? I mean, we got a reward for those murders.
Finding families and friends. I didn't have any. There's probably rewards out there, but I didn't find any per se. I mean, I'm doing this because he's my friend. So.
Well, we went off and did that when we had our first job, if you remember.
Yep.
When we had to go look for those people in Fort Space?
No, our first job. I think it might have been just before we met you. Yeah, it was. It was just before we met you.
Oh, wait.
We was investigating some.
It was before the fireball incident where the elves died. Lafdul chuckles.
It's a little bit of a crying chuckle.
There was some creatures that were hiding themselves in walls that were attacking people.
Oh, right.
Oh, that sounds nasty.
So if we've got someone kidnapping people, that seems like the same sort of thing. And I don't know if it's connected to this monster that appeared out of a building, but if it is, if someone dodges out there doing stuff and we have a fight with them, we might get to keep their stuff. At the very least.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always doing stuff in Bral. We can carry favor. Reputation's always useful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although Lafdul keeps a mental note after. Reputation can also be a bad thing. He says this in his mind.
Well,
if only I could read minds.
I don't mind helping your friends, Lafdul. If I'm not, I mean, I personally am not very good at the whole go around poking at things. People seem to see me coming from a mile away. I don't know why.
But, you're much taller than most people in Brawl.
But if you want me to sit on somebody until they tell us what they want, we need to have
600-pound Giff sitting on someone. I'm not sure that they would.
Higgimus, I think that counts as torture.
I'm 800 pounds for you now.
800. Oh wow, man. Sorry, I.
Oh no. Sorry, 630. You're right.
Yeah. So
I'm 8'10".
You gained a few pounds not doing any exercises, traveling for like a year.
I kind of feel like this wouldn't quite be torture so much as execution.
Crushing.
Yeah,
you're doing the Rikishi on them.
I think if you sat on somebody and let's say we're another gift, that would kill them.
All right. Well, yep. I don't mind helping your friends out if if you need help with that.
I think it's related to the disappearances.
Something
okay.
Big enough not to be instantly crushed.
Is this something we get help with a watch on?
I'm just finding people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe there's a reward.
Well, I have.
Sorry, Leva.
Leva looks at Lafdul and wonders why he seems so nervous, and he doesn't want to say who these
Oh.
people are and where they come from. And
I have a cousin who's in
I've
the city
put
guard.
out names. I say his name's Warif.
yeah,
I've
so
hired him
why
out
are you
before.
so nervous?
He was looking into what? What do you mean nervous? Lafdul's always nervous.
You know,
no,
Lafdul,
yeah, you're especially nervous at the moment. And every time a question comes, you sort of go, ooh, ah.
Leva, give me a wisdom check, please.
you know, Lafdul, I have a cousin who's in the city guard. I could ask to see if she knows anything.
Yeah. The more information we know, the better.
Is that highest better or lowest
Leva,
better?
you
Lowest
you
better.
saw Lafdul slip a beer mat into his pouch. Which, would definitely explain his nervousness.
Okay.
As far as Higgimus is concerned, Lafdul suffers from anxiety, so
You know, he could be a kleptomaniac for all you know. Is this kleptomania's a known thing, isn't it?
Probably not by that name, but yeah, compulsive stealing is understood as a thing. Maybe not necessarily seen as a syndrome so much as a character flaw, but
Maybe he's got some Kender blood in him.
maybe.
So,
So that's been decided. We're going to help Lafdul find his friends here. On another note, Higgimus is going to plop up the boots on. I found out these can make a person fly. And as Higgimus says that, his ear tufts kind of point up straight.
Ooh.
And
can I pull on Higgimus's ear tufts from my ring?
yes, but it would be very obvious because you'd be pointing your hand with the ring on it at
And
his...
I think you get a sucker punch to the face by Higgimus.
Higgimus, do you want
I
the
wouldn't
boots?
be like pull. I'd be like tuggy.
You want the boots, Higgimus, right?
I think
really
that
all over
it would be
Like me.
great for mobility purposes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got a pair of boots already, so
Yeah, Lafdul says I've got my pair of boots. I don't use them much, to be fair.
I've
You
been
mean
looking-
you could go and fly without me actually putting a spell on you, right?
Well, if
Yeah.
you want the boots, I've been interested in that that small shield we got in that interesting cloak.
Boys?
Well,
well,
How
I
about-
don't use,
No
can
one
only
else
take-
wanted the shield, so.
I don't
Yeah.
use shields, but I could wear a cloak.
well, how about this in this case here? I'll take the boots. Ockar, you get the shield. And Braxon, you want the cloak?
I'd like the cloak, but I don't know if anyone else wants a cloak.
It's fair that way, I suppose.
Well,
That's what
Braxton
Higgimus
can have the cloak,
suggested.
and I'll have the shield. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Well, there's Lever and Lafdul.
No,
I
we
could
already
arm
said that
wrestle
we
you.
don't want them.
I've got wands, you know. I mean, the company paid for the wand, but I think
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's going to use this wand. And I've got another wand as well. One's a staff, one's a wand.
It's a
As
big
far as
difference
the
between a
cloak-
wand and a staff.
The wand I can stick in my pouch, but the staff goes in my backpack. Well, not really attached to my back, isn't it? Or
Wand is over a foot long.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, I'd have to be so.
I guess the
You can have a bandolier of wands.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
probably something I might actually get. Weirdly enough.
I'm not sure you can use that particular wand.
Which one?
The ice one.
Not the ice one. No, I'm on about the wand of wondrous effects. That's the one that I've also got, but I've not had that one identified. This is more like a personal item.
Okay. Anyway,
The staff
if
got.
the cloak, if someone gets close enough to Lever that they can use their slashing and whatever on there, then they're too close.
Yeah, I feel like
Generally,
Braxton, I feel like you are the best one to have the cloak.
okay. Well, if
he
If we
generally
have-
protects leather wearing it whenever he can, anyway. So
we have
Mhm.
situations where someone else has to go into a risky situation, I could lend them the cloak.
yeah, or if you're incapacitated, you know, we
Yeah.
just lead you.
Well-
This is comically. I mean, if I get taken out, you know, make use of my items.
Yes. I think the cloak would be useful. That situation recently where I was woken up in the middle of the night, I was still putting my armor on, and the fight got quite nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Cloak could be quite useful for that. I can get up and come out wearing a cloak.
Yeah, it makes me think that there's some protection spells that I could cast on you, so you wouldn't need your armor, but you'd have to come to me.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at. We got 2 sets of armor. I've already got 2 sets of armor, and I don't need a million sets of armor. So,
what's the quickest?
I was thinking about something. So, how long does it take to put on bandit armor compared to full plate?
Same time.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be a bit faster, so I could have a set that I throw on in case something happens.
Nope. Basically, the
Can you get like a chain shirt?
there's 3 different things. There's a multi-piece metal armor, which is what banded, splint, and all plate armors are. There are single-piece metal armors, like mail and scale, and then there are the light cloth armors like leather and padded. The leather and padded take 1 round. Scale and mail take 2 rounds, and then multi-piece metal armors take 1d6 plus 4 rounds.
Could he?
And this is assuming you have help.
Is chain shirts not a thing in this?
What?
Are chain shirts not a thing in this 2nd edition?
That's 2 rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
because they're heavy.
might be worth us.
I was thinking about switching my armor a bit. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about trying out that one of the bandit armors. The one specifically being the one with the falcon symbol.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
fine
What's
with
that? What's that magical?
It was. Apparently it has a charm protection, and that's why I'm interested in that one.
Is it better than your armor?
Potentially, I'm not sure. I plan to keep my plate armor on the display in my part of the ship, but in case anything happens to the bandit. But I was thinking about switching to magical armor compared to it for a while.
Right. So is your plate non-magical?
I made it myself. It's not magical
Right.
because I don't have the ability to make magic armor.
Right. You know what I was thinking, and you're an armor person, so maybe you could advise us. Perhaps the fighter people could have a set of basic leather armor for donning at night when we get woken up and the ship's being attacked.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, it's not perfect, but it would mean we could armor up and get out on deck quickly.
What would be the fastest kind of armor to get on?
Leather and padded.
Leather, padded, and studded leather.
Oh, studded
I would
leather,
say
wow.
if we are fighters, we might want to get a couple sets of studded armor to keep for when we're ambushed, because leather and studded are just as fast as each other, but studded offers a bit more protection because of the metal studs in the armor.
Yeah.
That helps deflect attacks.
And
Plus,
arrows
we already
don't
have-
stick in.
We already have leather armor on the ship.
I'm
So
just
that's
trying.
something to
I'm
keep
trying
in mind.
to explain the differences between why studded might be a bit better than leather in
Okay.
this instance.
Just let you know.
Yeah, I know.
But if you're gonna do that, you might want to go with Ockar's suggestion because it is considerably more better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm up for. I don't remember having leather armor.
And plus, you can get it embroidered with
The
like
ship
the
has
company
leather
symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leather armor with a.
But you can also get studded armor embroidered with the symbol.
Yeah.
How
Well,
much would it?
basically be you and Ockar, Braxon.
Yeah. Okay. We could discuss this together and go get some made.
Yeah.
Or you
I wanna
That's your
ask:
thing.
is Ockar like the second officer now? If we agree on
Oh,
this.
I thought the second first officer.
Braxon.
Yeah, no,
first
you're
officer's
second.
Braxon.
First officer's Braxon.
And
Yeah,
second
the
officer
second-
was
You.
Yeldan, I believe.
Was it Yeldan? I thought it was you.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
You're on the,
No, wait.
you're on the officer's quarters, so
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean.
Yeah, I'm second officer.
Because if you've got your studded leather embroidered or whatever, that would also indicate your rank as well.
Yeah. That works.
You put your rank on your armor.
Yeah, I'm second officer. Yeah, that's fine. And Braxon can get his embroidered with first officer. And
Well, there you go.
Higgimus
That
has
was
his
flavor.
hat. Higgimus has his hat, and that marks him as captain.
So each officer's got to have a lesser quality hat.
Yeah.
Can't be as
I
good
don't
as
suppose it's worth getting studded leather for Higgimus.
Well, my hat is my hat is a great helm.
I think Higgimus counts as being studded leather.
No, he counts as having hide leather or hide armor.
Right.
Hide armor is about. Hide armor is actually better than studded.
It is?
Yeah, hide armor is AC 6. Studded is AC 7.
How long does it take to get on hide
Hide's
armor?
quite stiff and rigid, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hide
I
armor
would,
is
I would say hide would take the same amount of time as mail or scale.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Studded leather it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get that. Should that just be a personal fun thing or a company fun?
Personal.
Personal.
It doesn't cost
personal.
so much.
Me and you can go sort that out together. Is that something you make, or is it something we go get someone to make?
I
Leather
can make the
working.
metal studs, but I can't do the leather. The one who was better at leather was
Yeldan.
Yeldan.
Yeah.
No, Yeldan.
Yeah,
actually
we
had
could have-
magical studded leather.
We could have made 2 suits of studded leather out of manticores or something.
Yeah, but you guys,
left the spikes in.
but we never got around to doing that while he was still here.
The spikes are on the tail. You know he's technically still here.
Well, before he's leaving on his journey.
Can we hire him to make a studded
He
leather?
couldn't do it in
Oh,
a day.
he's leaving the day after tomorrow.
He's leaving the day after tomorrow. We can't ask him to just make us studded leather.
Oh, speaking of
There's
which,
places
since-
you could probably just go buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is. There is.
Yeah, there are
since,
places we were gonna go buy it. Like,
since-
my family works in armory. We could go buy it there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they do leathers.
30
Yeah,
gold
my-
pieces each.
30.
How much?
Higgimus is
30 gold pieces
slightly
each.
larger, though.
Yeah.
Higgimus isn't getting this.
We could
Isn't it?
get.
No.
We could.
No.
That'd be
I see it.
a
You
worse
got-
off.
Would it?
Yes.
Well,
My
wouldn't you
skin
get-
acts as hide armor.
no, it would just have no effect on you.
Yeah, but doesn't he get the deflection bonus? It's like -2 hit with slashing or piercing.
It's not worth it.
Mm.
I mean, it would be better for him to just go get mail.
All right.
Yeah, we could get the Steinbjorn's armor. That's my father's armor shop. It's not too far away from this tavern, actually.
Not what I was thinking of now.
Maybe the fact that some of your friends are missing and they need your help.
No, that's already been mentioned.
Yeah, we're already planning to do that. We're just
Well,
figuring
was
Yeah,
out.
but you
else
haven't
that I
made
just
plans
completed.
on how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So I will mention. Hang on, let me just look my notes quickly.
So, I can go talk to my cousin who works in the city guard and ask what she knows about the disappearances.
The city guard, you mean the watch?
Yeah.
You mean
Yeah, the watch.
Yeah, she's in the city watch. She's not very high ranking, but she probably has heard a few things.
Oh, right. So that's how you came to us.
What?
Well, we were working for the watch when we were looking for the murderers.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, that's how I got involved.
Right.
You guys had to bring in a whole bunch of people to deal with it, to deal with that deep spawn down there, and I joined in.
All right. So, did you have
Lafdul-
anything to add, Lafdul?
Yeah. So some of the people that I know of that have disappeared that my friend Rorif was investigating. There's a guy by the name of Caden. He's a half-elf. He was a performer, a bard, plays the instrument. He was at the Raised Cup.
So I'll ask around to see if she knows anything about a missing person named Caden.
There was another person by the name of Antaxis. He was at the Hawful Theatre. He also has a sister. He works in the Green Galleys. There's a line of inquiry down there. There was also another person by the name of Usian, but we don't know where he disappeared.
Usian.
Usian.
Do you see him?
Usian. And the person that Warif was investigating these people that originally disappeared, he had a friend. They were going as a duo. Her name goes by the name of Marana. They were together investigating those 3 people who disappeared, who have also disappeared.
So there's 5 people missing in total. So who went missing at the Race Cup?
Let's go back down. The Race Cup. Who's that? 36. That was Caden. He's a half-elf. That was 9 days ago.
So he was the first one to go missing.
Yeah. And there was.
And then who went missing at the Hawthorne Theatre?
Antaxis. He went 5 days ago, and he has a sister working in the Green Galley.
Antaxis.
Yeah.
What's Antaxis? Human?
Yeah, he's a human. I would have known if their sister's also human. It seemed, but
yeah, well, you'd expect.
That was to older. I mean, as in, I would have relayed that if.
I mean, Antaxis was human, so it stands to reason that his sister is human.
Yeah, unless he's a half-elf.
I mean, could be sister by a different parent, but you don't know one way or the other.
So Usian went missing where?
The Hawthorne Theatre. Oh, sorry, Usian. No, we don't have any information of where he disappeared. He disappeared about 8 days ago, though. I just have to investigate the local taverns. I mean, they're all bards. They're all players in a troupe.
Usian's been missing longer than Antaxa.
Yeah, but not as long as Caden.
Yeah.
Caden was at 9 days, Usian 8, and
so it's not one a day.
Was at 5. No.
And then the other 2,
unless
they
other people
3 days ago.
Unless other people unrelated to them are also going missing.
Yeah, if we can get down some.
And the 2 investigators.
They disappeared about 3 days ago.
What were their names?
My friend Warif and Melrana.
Melrana.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Warif, you may. Yeah, he was my friend. We hired him. Well, I hired him for a job.
Yeah, I don't know if you introduced him
they
to the
didn't
rest of
know.
the party.
No, he wasn't introduced, but I basically said I hired out my friend.
Or you just say that he helped you out.
Yeah,
back when you were dealing with that Shao thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Shao thing. When we were dealing with that weird.
It's one where I got these boots from.
So, yeah, when we were dealing with that weird.
Yeah.
Vampire kind of thing that we had to stick in the heart.
How long have Warif and Melrana been missing?
3 days.
3 days. If we can get any of their belongings, would you be able to use one of those spells to look for?
I don't believe I have access to those spells, not yet, anyway.
Right.
Wait. Oh no, that might be a bad idea. Now that I think about it. No, I had an idea that if we had one of their items, we could stick it into the thing on our ship.
Yeah, but you'd have to fly the ship really close.
And also, it sends out a beam of light, meaning that there would be a beam of light shining at the person we're looking for.
It doesn't go in infinite length.
Yeah. I would have thought that if we put that in our ship, it would tell us that they were on Bral, unless they've been taken somewhere else.
Well,
just
that's
so you
an
know,
idea.
we've got at least 4 weeks of repairs, from my estimate.
That would be a way of making sure they haven't been taken off
Well,
asteroid.
it just locates. It doesn't necessarily locate a person, does it?
What,
kinda.
the device?
Yeah. Does it specifically locate a person or related object?
Well, it pretty clearly located a person based on a personal object that you had before.
Yeah. If we had one of their personal objects, we'd be able to tell if they're on Brawl or not.
Well,
yeah,
the sister...
maybe.
But you could also
sister...
work with the assumption that they're on Brawl, and only if it really looks like they're not, then use that, because he does require a gem.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. We would have to give him a gem, and that's expensive.
And to a certain extent, if you confirm that they're on Brawl, you're really no better off than you were before, other than just eliminating possibilities that you didn't want to deal with anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm wondering about is, am I going to be able to do this and also supervise the people we kept on to repair the ship?
Yeah. I will let you do that.
Okay.
Because you're not.
Because it seems a bit cheaty.
Well, you supervise them as opposed to actively do it. Now, I mean, a lot of times you do actively do it, but it's not really necessary. The big thing is that you roll the proficiency check at the end, and it either passes or it doesn't.
Right.
So
if they do 4 weeks of work and we're in the underbrow and we get 4 failures,
well,
then we just have to do another 4 weeks of work.
So the thing is, I mean, it's one at a time, and you do need to check in on them regularly.
Right.
So I would say at least every 2 days, and then on the last day, kind of thing. So you need to be there when they start. You need to be when they end, and then every 2 days.
Yeah, fair enough. And if we need to go off, we need to go off.
Yeah, I mean, if you're traveling around, they can still do work. You just might take more damage.
Yeah.
Oh, Old. Did I get a vague description of what these people look like, other than the people that I know?
Yes, you did.
All right, so I would.
You don't have to write this down. It's up to you. I can give this to you again later. Caden, he was a male half-elf. He was blonde, and the other actors would have told you that he tended to play villains and singing roles. He was a pretty good singer. So depending on what kind of play they were doing, he would do. He usually did those types of roles. And Taxos was a male human with dark hair, and he tended to play either the lead hero type or a villain. And then Yusian, being new to the group, he was basically bit parts, little things. Still, they were still feeling out what he could really do, but he had an amazing memory.
So I'm not sure if you told us that they were actors.
Yeah. They're all performance, the first 3 that they were investigating.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just a group of friends that he was investigating. They were like his friends. He was like, oh, well, 3 of my friends have disappeared. I wonder why that is.
And I think, Lafdul can stop me at any point, but I think he would tell you that they were actors, and they tended to do.
They act at various pubs and taverns. That's just how they earn their living.
Yeah, as in addition to being part of a troupe, they would do bit work and singing and music playing at pubs for extra coin kind of thing.
So they also acted together.
It's a bit like my temple. Whereas I am known as a mischief maker.
Okay.
And my temple,
I don't think that's gonna help them.
Yeah, no. It's how they're. I'm just relating to the troop thing. How my group go around as another troop.
So, your temple has actors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They just earn a living while traveling, entertaining people, basically.
Right.
We're entertainers by nature.
So, is there any group that doesn't like actors?
Drow.
No, I mean, is there any? Is there
No, they
any
probably do actually.
Critics? Critics don't like actors.
critics don't like actors? All right, I suppose we could meet with the
Sourpusses don't like
yeah
things that are fun.
What barrio do the sourpusses make their headquarters at?
Reddit.
Yes, the Reddit barrier. Barrio.
Oh man.
Right. Okay. Getting back out inside the fourth wall, if we can. No, I'm just wondering if you know of any groups hostile to the acting group you mentioned. Maybe we can meet some other people that work in the group. Find out if anyone don't like them.
Yeah, could do.
Would knowledge local history tell me anything about if there's anybody in the city that really doesn't like actors?
Go ahead and roll a proficiency check. Not really. I mean, no groups. Obviously, there, as I said, sourpusses. There are always people around who just like, poo-poo anything that's fun or poo-poo anything that's popular or whatever. But no, there's no particular group that dislikes them. Especially, when it comes to, people who do poems or bawdy tales in taverns. Like, if you're at a tavern, you're probably going to like that. So no, they're generally well regarded insofar as, general opinion. Obviously, there may be some suspicion that they're, they actors and musicians are also kind of Aparosa-like con artists, and of course, the older mothers, worry about their daughters liking the riffraff that don't do honest day's work, but sing and dance and play music and recite tales. But other than that, not too much.
Yeah, I just explained that to the party, how there's not really any groups that would be really hated towards bards. Some people kind of find actors and bards suspicious, and some people just don't like having fun.
There was also one note I forgot to mention. Antaxus, he disappeared 3 to 4. He's been missing for 5 days, but he disappeared during the play run 3 to 4 days into it.
So the play hadn't finished?
Yeah.
Well, no, you're not sure.
That's
not sure.
That's something that you need to verify.
Well, I imagine they would have had like a backup person to take over in case one of them disappeared or was sick or something. I like the way
my spell check changes 5 days ago to 5 days a goat. What?
Well, let's sacrifice the goat and see if we find out any.
Don't they usually have understudies in case somebody goes missing?
Maybe, but that's probably a little bit more formal than what goes on here.
Old.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I forgot to inquire about. Was that signet ring? I need to ask Samira if she recognizes it at all.
I don't even remember what signet ring you're talking about.
It had a claw mark on it. It was not.
When did you get it?
We got it from the Giff.
All right, she does not. You asked her, and she does not.
Okay, well, shall we go meet the sister of Usain?
Usain.
And Taxos.
Oh, Antaxus,
Should we go visit the sister of Antaxus? Do you know her name?
No, I don't. All I know is that she works at the Green Galley. This is coming from another friend who just knows,
Yeah,
of him.
You guys can go there, and I can go to talk to my cousin Itis at the City Watch to see what she knows.
I guess I can go with you, Ockar, because I'll probably stick out like a sore thumb if you go trying to.
Yeah, that's fair.
I might scare people away.
You would not stick out like a sore thumb at the Green Galley.
No, there's plenty of gift.
I meant like
legendary.
Green
never
Galley.
mind. Yeah, I'll probably be good there.
And plus, you're probably a
Which
regular.
I'm not
when you're
saying that you can't go with Ockar. I'm just saying that you can you would come up with.
What
a different
I
reason.
mean is like poking, like, hey, have you seen this person? And then there's a big old GIF right stand right by.
So have all the people have been going missing been actors, or has it just been like some
No,
actors?
these are just my group of friends. I mean, well, friends of friends, more to the point.
Okay.
From
It
other
might be related
rumors
to
that
the
you've
whole-
heard about people going missing, it is definitely not just actors.
Caden, or
Yeah.
is Caden the only actor who's gone missing in this group?
No, they're all
You?
actors.
No,
Oh, they're all actors?
Well,
Yeah.
not the two Freds who were looking for them.
Yeah.
They are.
Higgimus, you could try and carry us to see how much
Okay.
the max is that you can carry with your fly spell.
Fly boots.
Probably
Probably the elves. They're like skinny.
I will tell Lafdul to pick me up some food on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
They
sure.
have the best spring rolls in the world.
Spring rolls.
So we'll do that after we finish having this whole feast thing.
Alright, no, Lafdul get Higgimus some spring rolls. Yes.
But this is a vegetarian restaurant. Higgimus should be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
So,
apparently he doesn't want to go.
if we've got missing people, Higgimus, there's a chance that it might be slavers.
Could be, yeah.
So we might have to deal with the pragmatic order of thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you were annoyed with them before.
If we have to, we have to. But
okay, well, I have had a change.
We'll deal with that when we come to it.
Okay. I mean, we might be wrong. We were wrong before when we thought they were mind flayers, kidnapping people and taking them below Bral. But if a lot of people are going missing, they could, if they're not turning up dead, then they might be being smuggled off world, or they might be being fed to some sort of underground monster or something. I don't know.
Yep, we'll deal with it when we get there.
Okay, so Lafdul, Leva, and Ockar are going to the Green Galley.
Not Ockar. I think Ockar.
I mean,
No,
Lafdul,
I'm going-
Leva, and Braxon. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Braxon will go to Green Galley. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you head over there, and the restaurant is clearly quite popular. There are a number of customers there when you arrive. There's quite a few Giff. There are some Zixchill and Rastipedes, and some other large humanoids that remind you of Giff, but instead of being the head of a hippo, they have large heads with tusks, two trunks, and big flappy ears off the side. You've seen some of them around Bral, but you aren't familiar with exactly what they are. But you get a table. A waitress shows you to a table and says that someone would be by to take your order shortly.
Can I? No. I'm just gonna go up to the bar. I'll be back in a second.
There isn't a bar.
Wherever they're going
but
to.
see, it's a restaurant. It's not a tavern.
All right. I guess I'll have to wait.
It's a sit-down restaurant. After a couple minutes, a waitress does show up to take your order.
I also inquire, can I get some to take away as well for a friend as well while we're getting this order?
That's unusual, but we can.
I mean, after we're done with the order.
Sure, we can prepare something and put it.
He wasn't able to attend, so he asked me if I could grab some spring rolls.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, thanks. I'll obviously pay for that. I also inquire to. You wouldn't happen to know I'm not sure how to ask this.
Straight
Does
out.
anyone does anyone happen to know Antax? Does anyone happen to know that name? I heard his sister works here.
Are you his sister?
As soon as you mention his sister works here, she's like, "Oh, let me get her. I think one of my coworkers has a brother that she talks about. It's probably her. I'll go get her."
What does she talk to him about? What did she mention about him?
She's already gone. She's already gone.
She's going to get the other lady.
She talked about his brother. That's so good for me.
So a moment later, a woman you would guess in her late 20s shows up with the waitress who, who took your order. She's in the outfit of a cook, and she says, "Yes, you don't have food. Is there a problem? You were asking about."
Oh, no.
My brother?
We're gonna order some food. I make up some food orders while we're doing. I was inquiring for the disappearance of a few friends, and apparently one of my friends who was investigating the disappearance of your brother in Texas. We're trying to investigate. He disappeared. Do you know anything about this? He was last at the Hawthorne Theatre.
Oh,
He's been gone for a few days now.
We don't speak all that often. I last spoke to him. I think it was a week and a half ago. He was just about to start in a play of some sort. I think it was a short, somewhat bawdy affair with satyrs. He was pretty excited to be in it because it sounded pretty fun. It was at the Hawthorne Theatre. You said he's gone missing?
Yeah, apparently so. Him and a few other actors. We're just investigating the disappearances of them. I'm looking for my friend who was gone missing, who's also looking for your brother.
When did he go missing?
About 5 days ago.
Oh, the play was only supposed to end 2 days ago.
He's been missing for about 5 days, and 3 to 4 days during the play run.
That,
2 days ago.
We don't live together. I live with my husband and children. I wasn't expecting to hear from him for a few more days. We just get together every few weeks, but. Oh, this is terrible. Do you have any idea what might have happened? I mean, if he's disappeared, someone may have killed him.
We don't know. That's what we're investigating. I'm just looking for my friend, and my friend who's looking for your brother, who was his friend. So
we've not heard of any murders.
No,
we've heard
just disappearances.
Oh, do you think it's connected to all those disappearances?
It could be. That's what we're trying to investigate.
I know someone down the street, an older woman vanished. She had kids who were just about at the age to begin working on the docks. She went missing.
What's that, like 18 or
a week ago?
16.
Probably.
What was her name?
Oh, I don't know. We weren't really friendly, but people back in the neighborhood were talking about it.
They all seem to be males. Oh no,
you're obviously working now, but would you be able to point us at someone that could get some information about the missing lady at some point?
She goes ahead and gives you the rough location that they live. If you want to go talk to people about that.
I guess we order some food.
Again. Yeah. Well, we could order some drinks.
It's vegetarians. It's going to be fairly easy on the stomach anyway. So.
You didn't introduce us. We're from the company of the Broken Sword. We solved some murders a couple of years back. we found some nasty creatures living underneath Bral. So that's why when we heard about the disappearances, we decided to become involved.
No, I don't think I heard about those. So much happens here in the Low City that it can be. Yeah, I mean, a few weeks pass and things happen. Things change. You know how it is.
Fair enough.
But please do keep me informed. I'm really worried now that something terrible has happened to Entaxos.
My name's Braxon. I'm the first officer on our ship, and this is Lafdul. He's one of our brain people. If anyone could figure out, well, he's smart. If anyone could figure out where your brother is and the other people, it's going to be him. And this is our wizard, who's also one of our clever people.
Affectionately called by the first officer and captain as the finger wagglers of the group.
Well, that's
I give like a.
How do you know it's affectionately?
Yeah, I'm saying that in inverted commas, like sarcastically.
So her name's Eva. What's your name, madam? I don't think I caught it.
Oh, Diona.
Diona. Thank you for your time. I don't know how much time you were able to spare us, because you're supposed to be working.
Yeah,
so,
she doesn't need to get back to cooking.
He's gonna give her the location of Higgimus's office and where our ship is. No, Higgimus's office is probably the best place.
Yeah.
If you hear anything, you can come and see us.
Oh, yes, thank you. And please do keep me informed.
Mm-hmm.
2 N's, and it's an I, not an E.
Oh.
Okay. So you get some carry out spring rolls for Higgimus. Meanwhile, Higgimus and Ockar are paying a visit to.
How much does this cost me, by the way? Because also I don't think the feast was paid for.
Yeah, no, I'll get you the prices after the game. I need to double check what the going rates in Brawl are.
If there's a couple of gold, I don't mind. If it's more than that, then obviously I'll have to work it out.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out afterwards. So Higgimus and Ockar are heading to the Low Magistrate and meeting up with Ockar's cousin, you said?
Yes, Edith.
Okay. She is she's one of the basic patrolmen of the watch, but you are able to find her. She's actually just finishing up her shift when you arrive.
Edith, hey there.
Oh, Ockar, it's been a while. How are you doing? How's your mother?
Good. She's doing great. I just visited her at the give me a second, I have to look at the name again. The Rampant Lion. Just got done a feast here with some of my coworkers.
Is there something you need? You don't usually come by where I work.
Yes. Well, I'm helping out a friend of mine, Lafdul. He's trying to find. He's looking in to try and find some friends of his who have gone missing. Just want to know if you've heard anything about any disappearances happening around Bral lately.
Oh yeah, there has been quite the streak of that. I don't know all of them by any means.
Any information will help. I'm trying to look into it, figuring out what's going on.
Yeah, well, I can tell you what I do know. She kind of relays you a brief list, and she makes it very clear that this is certainly not everything that has happening, but it's what she knows and she can recall right now. they don't really have any clues. It seems very random who is missing. Some of them are just, family people, spouses. So there's, for the most part, not drifters. Although she does make it very clear that oftentimes when drifters go missing, no one realizes. So she definitely, kind of mentions that there may be more missing than anyone's really aware of. But the basic list is 10 men and 4 women have gone missing. Later on, comparing notes with Lafdul, you'll find out that none of the men that he is looking for, or Melrana, are on that list. But the woman that Lafdul was told about is on that list.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share the information I have as well about who Lafdul has told me about has gone missing.
Oh, you mean the woman down the street? She's one of the 4 women missing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably one of the official people.
I'm gonna tell her about like the actors who have gone missing and stuff.
Caden and Taxus.
Yeah, Caden and Taxus.
She probably doesn't even recognize the names.
No, she doesn't know those, and those aren't on her list. But also, her list is basically all low city and a few middle city. The people that Lafdul knows, they're more middle city, closer to high city, so it's essentially a different jurisdiction. And that could be it, or they just may not have been reported. She also says that sometimes people don't report things, especially if they believe that they've run up against the Yakuza or the Halflings or the Red Masks or the Juggler's Men kind of thing. The going over the list, you do see that 3 of the men on the list, you get basic information about them, professions and stuff like that. There doesn't seem to be any correlation, although 3 people on that list are known, like minstrel type people who make their living in the various taverns.
Okay. Oh, thank you for telling me this. I'll keep you in the loop on my own investigation into this, and hopefully I can figure out what's going on.
Well, please do keep us informed as well. Obviously, if you are looking into this, it would be important to know of anyone who, is committing these crimes.
Of course. I'll make sure to keep you updated. Thank you for this, Edith.
If you need to get in contact with us, you can contact our office, the company's office.
Yeah, I've told her where it
address.
is. I've given her the address before in case she needs any help.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna thank her, and we'll go head off to meet with the others.
All right. Lafdul hands Higgimus the spring rolls, and they are quite tasty, although, not quite as good as if he had just got them.
Not quite that fresh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've chilled a little bit more.
That's okay. They're still delicious.
They got squashed a bit in his pocket.
Also, like going over the lists, most of them are human. There's a couple half-elves, 1 elf.
Oh, no.
1 dwarf and 1 halfling.
I wonder if all these people are needed to make a play. They're going for specific races.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Humans generally being like the majority. And the elf, the dwarf, the halfling, or whatever, they are all the heroes, maybe.
We'll have to do some more in-depth investigating.
None of the people on your list are known actors, though. I mean, on the list that Ockar got. They're not known
all I
actors,
got was
just, minstrel
a
types.
few minstrels, right?
And only some of those were.
Yeah. The ones on my list, only a few minstrels, and none of them were really actors.
Oh, there is something. At some point I'm gonna try and leave the party and go back to the Thieves Guild because there's something I want to ask Samara. So when I get an opportunity, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, Atalia would have asked you to check in regularly, so.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do now? Do you want to go to? I mean, if you want to go to the Thieves Guild now, you can do that.
Yeah. Because I want to ask whoever, I mean Samara or I forgot her name already.
Atalia.
Atalia. Were there any of his? Did they have anything significant on them? Could you describe an object on them? Because I do have a spell that would allow me to track that object.
Well, so the thing is no one knows exactly when they disappeared. It was they were expected to be there.
Oh no
today, and they weren't there today, and they last saw them yesterday, kind of thing.
Hang on, I want to use the spell locate object, and in order to do that, I want them to describe to me an object that they know, more of have a favorite dagger or something. I'm asking, do they have any of those objects?
They don't know.
Plot the story.
So hang on, you're asking this away from us?
Yeah, I'm at the Thieves Guild.
Oh well.
I'm just inquiring. I disappeared.
Well, we won't be able to help you then.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know anything about this anyway, so.
Well, Braxon did say earlier about you had a spell for finding things.
Yeah.
Don't you need the object in order to find the person anyway? Can you find it?
I just need to know what I'm looking for. I need someone to describe that object.
Right.
That's how I found the holy symbol on that elven priest. She described what it looks like.
Right.
That's why I want something if they have, a known item. Actually, I could ask back at Thingy's sister.
You could ask her, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop by
if I can
later and
stop
see.
back again.
Okay.
If she knows if he has an item that is very like a favorite item.
If she has something he gave her, would that help find him?
Well, no. So I was misremembering the spell. I was thinking of a different spell when I was saying that. But yeah, okay. So the people at the Thieves Guild can't describe you anything in enough detail. It's I mean, yeah, Woolrith always had a pair of daggers on him, but I don't recall anything special about them, kind of thing. Melrana had I mean, I know she always wore a necklace, but I never actually saw it, that kind of thing. So, it was always tucked in.
I ask around a few people at the Thieves Guild. No one knows. All right, maybe I'll have. What about the three minstrels bards? Do any of the actors above know anything about them?
They certainly don't know anything about Usian. He was too new. Caden seemed really not very materialistic in terms of keeping anything of value or anything like that. And he was a great swindler, but he wasn't doing it for the money. He was doing it for the fun. So, and that's kind of why he was an actor too.
That's why he played the villain roles.
Well, he also played singing roles because he sang well.
Yeah.
And Taxos, nothing of that any of them could remember. Although Jonria, a halfling, does remember that he had a brooch, but doesn't remember what it looked like. He only wore it a few times.
Maybe his sister does.
Yeah.
All right then. I mean, if his sister doesn't know about this brooch, would I know if I could use memory read on this person if they would be willing?
I mean, you could try it. if they're willing.
Yeah, I don't have it memorized now. I mean, I'm just inquiring if
Always go back to next
they
stage.
would. Yeah.
If you're going to go back to the
alright.
You don't know if she's going to say yes or no. I mean, you wouldn't know. If
Yeah,
she'd
no,
say
no. All right. So I'm gonna go back and inquire about this brooch. I thank this halfling for the information. I mean, if that fails, I mean, I got a spell. If you'd be willing, that might be able to. I mean, you say you
Lafdul.
don't remember that. This
Lafdul.
spell might be able to help you remember.
If you're going to go back to the sister, are you going to pick up Lever and Braxon?
I suppose there's no harm in it. Yeah.
And are you going to tell us you need an item?
Yeah. No, I remembered. I have a spell that will work.
Right. So they're actors, yeah.
Yeah.
So they change into costumes in the theatre.
Oh,
So
well,
maybe
so they had a brooch. So. Oh no, I
Maybe
don't need
they-
items.
He has a spell to
You don't
find
need
an
items.
item, not a spell to find
Yeah,
a person.
I'm finding
based on an
something
item.
that they keep on them. I need someone to describe that item, and I search for
Oh,
that
right.
item.
Okay.
And if they've got that item on their possession, then they find the person.
Well, all right. Maybe someone that acts with them knows something they wear.
That's
he was
why
just asking.
I've already asked that. That's why I'm going to go
right.
to the sister again,
Okay.
and Taxon's sister.
Okay. So you need you don't have the memory read spell. You'd have to memorize that, correct?
Yeah.
And you don't have the locate object spell. You'd have to memorize that as well.
Yeah, I'd have to memorize them both.
Do you want to wait a day, or do you want to go there and just get the description now anyway?
I want to get a description in case she ends up being killed.
It is pretty late at this point. In terms of like, you would arrive there at around the time that the restaurant would be closing, maybe a bit before.
Just can I inquire as to where she lives? I might be able to catch up.
Well,
with
I
her
didn't say
quick.
she wasn't there. I was just saying that's giving you a time frame, just in
All
case
right,
it's
no,
going to
I'll-
make any
I'll-
changes
if
to
I can-
anything.
No, I'll do that quickly.
Okay. She does seem pretty busy when you arrive. Getting ready to clean up. But she says she
Anything to help her brother. She should
yeah
be
she
really
definitely
keen.
she definitely does take time and when the proprietor comes over to see what's going on, she makes it clear that this is about her missing brother, and that kind of clears things up. But
I'll pay for her time, so if that's an issue.
oh well, I mean in that case, the proprietor would be more than happy to take 2 gold.
Too good.
All right. So Diona says, "Yes, you need something more to help find my brother."
I can use magic. I'm a priest. There is a spell that I might be able to use to locate your brother. I inquired to some of his actor friends, and they said one of them said that he had a brooch, but they didn't know anything more about it. Could you describe this brooch?
Oh,
Do you know of this?
Yes. He had always liked that as a child. It was my grandmother's. It was a fairly small thing.
I write this down in detail.
Yeah, she goes on to describe it. She's a little bit vague on a couple points. She hopes that it gives you enough information. It's definitely, like, from her description, you can tell that it's not a particularly valuable piece. It's made of copper. It's in the shape of a ladybug. And it doesn't have any valuable gems on it. They're just like colored stones, opaque stones inlaid into it. But she says that her brother had basically like loved it when he was like 4 and ever since. So when
That's
the aunt
pretty
died,
unique.
Sounds good.
she did leave it to him.
There can't be too many. Can't be too many copper ladybugs on Bral.
Suddenly, everyone's wearing copper ladybugs. It's all the rage.
Yeah, my deity thought that would be a fun little prank.
Do you want to use the wand of wonder? Do you want to get have Leva cast a spell so that I can force a wild surge? No, I'm just kidding. That would be an incredibly evil wild surge.
No, I say when was that? How long ago did you last see this item?
Oh, maybe
We talking
a
months?
year? I don't.
Oh.
I mean, he didn't.
How accurate do you think
He didn't
you
like
are
to
on that
wear
description?
it in the open, but
He kept
at
on his
least when he
person.
was when he was younger, he did. When he was a teenager and we were still living with our parents, yeah, he did. I
Did
don't
he
know if he
think it was a-
continued to do so afterwards.
Oh. Was it like a good luck charm for him?
I think maybe so.
Yeah, it's quite possible he might have just kept on for good luck.
Is there anything else your brother might be wearing or carrying that's quite distinctive?
I mean, he was an actor, so he was oftentimes going with the latest fashion and stuff like that. So, no. I mean, the acting work seemed to pay pretty well.
Mm.
He was often in new clothing.
There's a. I mean, I want to be as certain as possible that I get the most accurate description of this.
She's given you as accurate as she can.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if memory would help.
You don't know. Your best bet might be to try the first spell, and if it doesn't work or doesn't do what you expect, then.
Right, no, I have a plan of action. I guess that might help us locate one of them, and hopefully we can work from there.
Does your brother have any sort of religious following? Would he be carrying a religious symbol?
He never really expressed much interest in the gods.
Right.
I think that he, I mean, you know, as most people do, you know, thank them for various things. If he liked any of them more than any other, it would probably be Taiki.
Right. So it sounds like the copper ladybugs are our best bet.
And plus, if I tried to look for a holy symbol or the equivalent, I could go anywhere in town if there's more than one follower of that religion.
Well, there are some people that worship obscure religions, such as yourself.
Taiki is not.
No, what do you mean by religion's obscure?
Well, I've never met another cleric of your faith.
That's because we travel. We don't stay together. We're not allowed to stay together. Not often, anyway.
We've travelled quite a bit. Never bumped into any clerics of your faith. I mean, I would have thought you'd have introduced us to them.
Yeah, you might see them in performing troops. There's a performance troupe coming to Bral at some point, and maybe my clergy's going to be on there. I don't know if they're going to be on there.
Right. Okay, well, the other people...
If I see them, maybe I can give you an introduction to one of them.
Well, obviously, we're looking for Diona's brother at the moment, but maybe some of the other people have religions that aren't massively popular on Bral. And if it's a religion that's not a major religion, there's a chance that your spell might work if they happen to carry a holy symbol of some sort.
Most people don't carry holy symbols per se. Like, if they're not priests, they carry, like, charms.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and they might be inscribed with different things, or, like, that's what Egyptian scarabs and ankhs are, so...
right.
You're generally not going to be able to find someone based on something like that.
That's like Yeldan's. Before Yeldan goes, he's following a god of hunting, so someone who worships that faith might have like a little arrowhead or something.
Fair enough. Okay, well we'll look for Diona's brother first, and if we have if we have trouble tracking him, we can go through the other people going missing and see if any of them have nice handy items that you can look for.
All right. Well, it is about time to end the session. So you have at least a plan of action for the next session.
Yeah. Well, locate object as duration of 8 hours, so I have to go all around Bral until I go within
Well, the good news
120
is that,
yards of it.
the good news is that Bral itself is just over a mile long, so it's actually not that hard to get from one end to
A couple hours to cover
the other. Well,
most of the town.
it's harder to cover the area, but what was it, 120 yards?
Yeah. Because I'm 6th level, so 60 plus 10, 11.
So 120 yards is 360 feet. So can you see? Is it radius or what? Is it path? Like, what's the area of effect?
I slowly turn and I will sense where he is. I will face the direction of the object once I sense it. That's it.
All right, so it's essentially a path.
Once I become within range of it.
Okay. Well, you can see my my ruler, right?
I'm looking at the spell description. Hang on.
Oh, I see.
Where are you?
I'm around the angle.
It's near the docks. Yeah, he's at the
Docks.
angle.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I have checked, and this is at least as close as I can actually get it to being accurate distance. So you got a pretty good.
Yeah, going down the main streets for the most part.
Yeah, but I mean, like you've got a pretty good area of things. So what I'll probably do is give you a small token, and then you can say, yeah, I'm going to go here, and this is where I'm going to do my search. And then if you are within the area of effect, I will say, all right, now you're detecting it from this direction, kind of thing.
Mm.
So that's got a plan on it. All right. So any last minute things that anyone wants to do? Anything that they want to mention before we wrap up?
Braxon, we want to go start the work off if we can. But
yeah,
it's late, isn't it? So we'll be doing that in the morning, I guess.
I suppose there's
Let me check on the ship before you go to sleep too. It's fine.
Yeah.
Would that wizard have that spell? Do you want to get that over and done with? That dehydration spell?
Oh, yeah, I guess we will. All right, so you do go...
Because I don't... well, this would have... Because I don't have crit feed and water prepared, because I would want to crit load of water.
Okay, well, are you taking anything with you other than... Like,
I would be putting my potions in my pouch, so they're out of sense range. Because they're in another dimension. Alright, is it based on knowledge if you know they're in there?
Yeah.
Awkward. Alright, Braxon, you don't need me. I'm not losing my potions. I can leave all my potions behind.
Okay, so you leave all your potions behind?
I tell Braxon and Lever to do that and only take water with them.
Alright.
But just take some flasks of water.
So you're wearing that ring, and
So hang on.
I'd say Braxon would be wearing it, not me.
So this is the experiment for the ring. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were wearing the ring. You were the one that was interested in this.
Braxon wants to be the guinea pig.
You were the one that brought it up in the first place.
Yeah, I know, but Braxon wants to be the guinea
I
pig.
volunteered.
Okay.
I don't want to be. I just volunteered.
Yeah, you volunteered. You're doing.
Okay, Braxton will take all his other stuff off, not his clothes.
No, it's only you're just going to drink every water bottle in radius. So, does the mage have to do it within the city, or can we not go to like a place where there's a lot of water?
He would do it in a controlled environment, but in his place, he would restrain you if it was a problem.
Does the person die if they don't get water? Or
well, that you don't know.
Oh, well, I'm going to have water on me, but I probably need to have more water for the last hours.
Okay, so Braxon is wearing the ring, and you go to the wizard, and he's like, he says, yes, you wanted the spell to create thirst cast on you, huh?
Yeah, we're testing. This
ring's supposed to protect against withering and unnatural dehydration. I assume your spell would class as unnatural dehydration.
I don't know one way or the other, but I'm always willing to give it a shot, especially if it's not me that's suffering from it.
What does your spell normally do?
How long does it last, brother?
Well, it's a pretty handy spell. if you're up against someone, especially if they have potions on them, and you know they have potions, you cast it on them and it forces them to drink it. It can also cause other problems if they have poison on themselves. If you know that someone coming near you is a poisoner, it's a pretty good way to, snuff them out and root them out and prove to everyone that they were a poisoner.
Sounds good.
Sounds terrible for poor Lafdul. He carries poison on him. He's not carrying poison on him now because he took anything that resembles liquid off of him.
Yeah, Braxon won't have any of his stuff with him.
All right, so
let's see if Levy's coming or not.
Yes, she's coming.
You take none of your liquids or potions either.
Yep.
All right, but he's casting the spell on Braxon.
Braxon, yeah.
Okay.
Levy's like the introduction. So.
Yeah.
All right, so you head there and he casts a spell on Braxon. Braxon's wearing the ring.
Yep.
All right, Braxon, you don't feel any effect at all.
Okay, I'm ready. Cast a spell when you're ready.
No, you saw him cast a spell.
Yeah, no. He's role playing it out, like as if he didn't.
Right, but no, you saw him cast the spell. Like, you know that he cast a spell because he was standing right in front of you making the hand movements and the speaking the words, and he said that he was casting it, so...
Okay. Didn't feel anything.
Maybe
the ring worked.
So you were thinking this ring protected you against that sort of thing, huh?
Unnatural dehydration and withering.
Well,
yeah.
It seems like a good proof of concept there. Seems like you have what you think it does. Yeah, it does what you think it does.
Oh, thank you. I paid a wizard for his time. How much is it costing me?
He takes 100 gold.
Thanks for your help.
No,
it was Braxon says to the wizard, "It was a pleasure being attacked by you, sir."
Well, it wasn't an attack, but
slaps him on the shoulder gently.
If you take off the ring, I wonder if you suddenly become thirsty.
All right, Braxon takes off the ring and gives it to Lever.
You do not feel thirsty.
Seems the ring seems to do what it says it does.
Okay, so I don't know whether it uses charges or something.
No, you would find that out when you identified it. We didn't list it as having charges.
Okay.
Should we head back? I need to check on the ship.
Yep. All right. So you head back. It is the evening anyway, so it will be heading into the next day. But that's where we're gonna wrap it up. So experience-wise, let's see. That is going to be.
Is there any creatures that cause withering effects? Or is that something I'd have to research?
Something you'd have to research. Okay. Braxon, 450 experience points.
450.
Higgimus, 400 experience points. Ockar, 800 experience points. Lafdul, that is going to be 900 experience points. And Leva, 300 experience points.
And we're all miles away from leveling up.
Yep.
That's
nice. Well, just wait until the new characters join, and then they're going to be
they're going to be leveling up every week.
Yeah, they're going to be leveling up all the time. All right. Well, thank you guys for playing, and as I said, the new players will be joining us next week. I'll be talking with them during the week to figure out the best ways to integrate them. I have some ideas right now already, and that will be then. Thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone out there for watching. See you next time, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks for the game.